What's going on, everybody? It's your boy JT, and we are back to the Crypto Den. And I want to thank you, as always, for tuning in. Today, we're going to take a step back from crypto and just talk about the economy, the banking system, and things you should be aware of. And I'm not going to just sprinkle, okay, and excuse my French, I cuss on this channel, dog shit articles. I'm going to take you directly to the source, okay? I'm going to take you to the FDIC, and I'm going to show you some charts that paint a scary picture, okay? And I'm not here to scare you, I'm just here to inform you, okay? I'm an educator. That is it. This is not financial legal advice. Before I get into it, for those who do not know, I am Jake Tullis, okay? I go by JT. I run a digital asset or crypto hedge fund based out of Cincinnati, Ohio, called Bleeding Edge Capital. And I have this channel where I document my research about this industry and about software. I have 10 years of software development experience, coming on 11 now, actually. Feel free to go Google me, check my career, always validate your sources and the people you listen to online, okay? With all that, let's get over here. It's not great, y'all. It's not great. So, basically, there was a news article from, and I'm just going to take you in our back end real quick. The Wall Street Journal, my partner and team member, Mike, found it. And I wanted to go directly to the source regarding this, okay? I'm just going to save you all the boring financial stuff. So, you know what? Actually, well, okay, this is important to know. There's a almost negative $10 billion change this past quarter in both net interest income. So banks are basically going down billions, almost negative 1.7%. That means defaults are climbing. And then income taxes, meaning they're reporting less profit, almost 10 billion less in profit, which is not great. This is, well, that's 2021. That's actually good to see, though, that we have some health here. It's a little bit higher, but COVID was really bad, so we're not getting even close to this, right? Which is good. But here's one I really want you to see. Look at this. Oh, sorry. Look at this, you guys. What this is saying, what this image says, is banks are holding securities and bonds, okay? If they had to sell them today, meaning and this is the entire banking industry. By the way, this is 2008. Do you see that? Look at this. It's not even comparable. It's not even comparable. All right? Basically, banks, all of them, are sitting on so many bad investments that if they had to exit those investments today, all right, they would be negative almost, what is this? 450 billion. It was 700, which is crazy since '08 was only barely 75. So we're talking a 10x worse fiscal situation for banks than '08, which took down Lehman Brothers. This is every single bank. I don't care where you're banked. They are struggling. They're struggling, okay? You're probably fine in the too big to fail banks. But this is the worst they've been in, what, 15, 20 years? And this is due to duration risk. Loan balances look familiar? Hmm. We've had some scares. COVID. These are all good financial years. Look at the correlation. Okay? Just pay attention. Here's our growth rate on the loans. We are struggling. Most of these charts spell bad, except for, I guess, the big boys right here. That's actually not bad. So here's what I want you to understand. Okay, the financial services industry, which is primarily propped up by banks, it's propped up by banks because they circulate the printed dollars. Printed dollars are determined by monetary policy. How those dollars get spent is fiscal policy. All right. Basically, banks are in the middle. They kind of do this. It's like a triangle. Okay. And the banks take and implement a portion, it's not all of it, but a portion of fiscal responsibility. Okay. That's why they're regulated so deeply. They need to be like the government needs to make sure that when they are giving out these dollars as loans, that it's going to things that prop up our GDP, the government, so it can borrow more money from the Fed. As the government's balance sheet looks nicer and their income statements look good and all this other stuff, they qualify for more loans, which the central bank will have to print to provide. And then it gets circulated to all of us through, banks. Okay, it's important to know that. That integral part of our financial system is in the worst shape it's been since '08, and it is roughly now 5 times. Now we're turning the corner, but 5 times worse than '08 in terms of their balance sheet. I'm not saying there aren't a crazy number of other vectors to consider when thinking about the economy. I'm not saying that. I'm just saying one pretty important part is looking very, very sketchy. Okay? That's not me making this up. Okay? That is the FDIC, right? The Federal Deposit Insurance Company. That is the federal government. They are obligated to share this data with us. No one really looks at it, so, and they figure it's okay. But I'm telling you, banks are at a loss. If any bank had a run, if there was a scare of, like, I don't know, World War III, some kind of massive invasion, something wild that would make people want to get their money out of the bank inside of a day, banks would have to file for bankruptcy. They're insolvent, guys. They couldn't handle a run. Not even close. Any bank could not handle it. So you have to sit and think, where are you putting your wealth? And how much faith do you have in the federal government and the banking system? I personally sleep very good at night knowing the majority of my net worth is in blockchain technology that cannot be taken from me unless I'm dumb enough to give it to someone, scammers out there watching, okay? Which isn't going to happen, okay? So, either way. My point is, financial services are struggling. Will this draw down the entire economy? What do you guys think? I'd love to hear your opinions. Please reach out. I promise I keep these short. I'm going to send more at you. Thank you so much for tuning in. Until next time, take care of one another. Peace and love, guys.